Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Narenstein. This is Vehicle Virgins, and today we are picking up my modified Mclaren 600Lt from VF Engineering. Now, you guys remember in the last video when we installed the Super Turbo, I mentioned there was a little bit of a delay caused by, honestly, kind of a defect from the factory. We're gonna check it out right now. Nick's gonna explain what went on to cause that day delay. How's it going, Nick?
Good, Parker. So we found the culprit. We had the car on the dyno yesterday and we noticed a coolant leak, a very minor one that slowly started to grow. Got the car on the lift and found that one of the oil cooler lines, actually right here, this particular one, it's about 3 feet in length, was actually chafing on an OEM worm clap.
So there was actually a bolt right there, or the head of a nut that Mike had moved, because originally the OEM location caused it to rub against the coolant line so much over the last 6,000 miles that it poked all the way through.
Right, so Mike moved it after the leak because it was placed by whoever assembled the car in a way where this hose was vibrating and chafing, and you can just see the corner of the hose ate through on the head, and it's just got a pinhole.
Yeah.
And so when the car got hot from dynoing, coolant temperature went up and pressure in the coolant system goes up, and then it just sprays.
And you were saying there was another McLaren that you've seen this, a non-modified one where it happened before?
In the exact same location. So we thought that was a one-off.
Yeah.
So now it seems to be a common situation.
But now, just putting it back together and ready to see some dyno results?
Thankfully, the dealer had a completely new line in stock. We got it here same day and it's on the car.
Yeah, no, that was surprising when you said that, because I figured getting a new random hose for a McLaren isn't really the easiest thing to do.
Especially an odd hose.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't seem to be a hose that we replace too often. Awesome.
Well, he sent me some pictures. I am so excited to see this thing on the road. It shoots crazy flames.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, cold startup on the 600LT with the new exhaust, downpipes, and tune. So I'm not sure if this is coming across on camera well enough, but you can literally hear the turbo spooling now when it's just at idle. It almost sounds like one of those twin turbo underground racing Lambos, but whew, those Keller Performance downpipes sound so good. Even when the exhaust is no longer in its cold startup mode, it is still mean sounding. Guys, I am so excited right now. You know, in the beginning, when I bought the 600LT, I wasn't thinking about modifying it, but then after driving some 720Ss and driving a modified one in Miami, I thought, I need a better sounding exhaust and I need more power. So, went to my friends at VF Engineering, and they have equipped it with, what, your Stage 2 software?
Yep, we've recalibrated it from the Stage 1 you had to the new exhaust system that you had installed, and it's making a lot more torque and horsepower.
So now we're about to go out for a little test drive. You're gonna work out to see, well,
yeah,
you
totally.
tell us.
Yeah, well, let's take it out.
Perfect.
Check drivability, check all the basics, let it get hot again. We've basically given it everything on the dyno, so now we're gonna try it on the street and just get some seat time.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The sound difference is gnarly. The flames this thing shoots, even during the day, used to not shoot flames during the day that you could visibly see, but now, yeah, it's ridiculous. So obviously power numbers are important, but drivability on the street is kind of one of the most key factors, right?
Right, drivability and also like consistency. So if we tune the car in a way that's requesting a lot of boost in certain areas, or we don't manage or calibrate the boost delivery, then we can create heat buildup, and then what that will do is retard the power that's in the next gear. So if you're going through the gears, you really don't want to be building up heat too quickly, too soon. Otherwise your car's going to end up going slower as you go through the gears. So let's check this out. Do a little warm up, get the tires warm.
So it just rained and my tires are completely bald, so this is,
Take it easy.
this is gonna be interesting. That sounds ridiculous.
So that's a conservative road test, I would
Yep.
say. And so I wasn't expecting anything odd. Just a little warm up, see how the car performs.
Yeah. To think it would rain on the one day in California where it never rains, and I pick up my tuned downpipe 600LT. Oh my God. All right, so we just took the 600LT out for a little road test. Now, it's cold outside, the tires didn't get up to temperature, and there's water on the ground. And my Trofeo Rs are completely bald. Thankfully, I've got Cup 2s coming in this week, so I can put the power down and ready for a track event on Saturday that I'll be posting more information about on my Instagram. But let's go ahead and check out the power plots to see how much power the 600LT is actually making. And I want to compare it to a 720S on the same dyno, because as we've mentioned a bunch of times, depending upon the day, depending upon which dyno is used, numbers can be all over the place. We can get a good reference between a stock 720S and what my 600LT now makes. All right, Nick, you've got the plots up here. What are we looking at?
Well, the results are in, Parker. The blue trace is your stock run.
Okay.
Don't forget, we're loading the car at all four wheels on our four-wheel drive dyno, even though it's a two-wheel drive car, because the McLarens need to see all four wheel speed sensors moving at the same speed. Otherwise, their car will go into a sort of a dyno fail-safe mode. Now, back to the plots. This curve here is your stock horsepower, and it made about 506 at all four wheels, and this is your stock torque curve. So it kind of levels between roughly 430 and 440 pounds of torque at all four wheels. And then the red curve here represents your stage 2, your full power, all out. And
look at that gain.
Yeah, that gain's substantial. So 604, so exactly just over 100 pounds, 100 horsepower at all four wheels at on 91 with your stage 2. And then torque, we can see here is the red tabletop. Actually, it's got a nice little hump here, some great torque. Look at that gain in torque.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
From blue to red. Now, in case you're wondering, well, what is that? First of all, let me tell you, that's 125 pounds of torque. So you've gone from roughly 435 to 560 pounds of torque at the wheels. Now, what's the green lines? The green lines are a stock 720S, and you can see you're making more torque and more horsepower everywhere through the range, to the effect of around about 25 horsepower at the wheels and approximately 525, 30 pounds of torque more at the wheels than a 720.
That's what I like to see. The 720S has become kind of the benchmark stock car that beats absolutely everything.
Yep.
And my car's a little bit lighter, and to see a plot where literally in every single spot it's making more power and more torque than a stock 720S is unbelievably exciting.
It's going to be exciting. So I'm waiting for some feedback from you, so hurry up.
Yeah, no, you don't think I want to take that out on the road? Well, thank you so much. Now, one last question is, you mentioned running on E85. What would that do?
Right, so E85 will actually promote faster burning of the fuel and actually promote a much cleaner burn, so it'll actually create more horsepower. We haven't calibrated the car specifically for E85 because we'll have to do a fuel pump upgrade, because the actual E85 fuel itself will burn just over 1.5 times quicker than regular gasoline, the 91. But it will give you, if you add a small dose, I'll tell you the ratio, you will actually see at least 25 horsepower and 25 pounds of torque at the wheels gain over the stage 2 you're seeing right there. So that's your edge.
Unbelievable. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to take this out on the road.
Yep.
It's time to go now, Nick. I'm sorry. All right, first time starting up the McLaren by myself. Dude, the turbo whistle is unbelievable. All right, guys, first time behind the wheel of the 600LT. It makes the most gnarly noises of all time. And I just figured out, we'll put the light off here, that it basically does, well, it shoots flames almost every single time I downshift. So check this out. All right, we'll downshift in a third. Hold on, one more. Oh my God. All right, wait, one more downshift. This is too sick. think it could be time for our first pull. I'm a little bit nervous, let's try it out. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh! Holy crap! Nick, this is the best thing in the world! Guys, I'm having too much fun with this. The downshifts. Alright, we got a tunnel run coming up. This car is so much fun, it's actually insane. Alright, here we go, here we go. This downshift's gonna be obnoxious. Oh my God! Oh, another tunnel. Oh yeah, so we found out that it also shoots flames on the upshifts. Check this out. I am so pumped on this car. Seriously, I haven't been this excited driving a car that I personally own since the supercharged Huracan. Now, it's dark, it's raining, so I'm gonna finish the rest of this video tomorrow because I wanna get some epic pulls. But oh my God, the sounds this car makes, the violence of the gear shifts, the fact that it shoots flames on upshifts and downshifts, I can't even convey my excitement right now. All right, see you in a bit. What is up, guys? It's the next morning. So Daily Driven Exotics just invited me on a crazy off-road adventure with a Bentayga, a 4x4 squared, an H1, and a Urus. So I'm about to pick my buddy Spencer up. We're headed to Gorman to do some crazy off-roading. But before we do that, I gotta get some reactions in the 600LT because this car is bonkers. Let's go. Fire up. I spent most of last night just driving this car around. It is so damn fun. Those burbles, oh my God. Listen to this. So I'm about to pick up my buddy Spencer, who just thinks I installed an exhaust on this car. Didn't tune it, didn't make it much faster. I'm gonna give him a little surprise. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Just showed up to GI. What's up? What up, dude? What are you doing up there?
Enjoying my life.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll come up. Oh, there's Spencer. What up, dude? We got the composer in the house. Look at that. 4x4, Urus, Hummer. Hell yeah. All right. What are we doing today?
We went off-roading in luxury SUVs with entitled wealthy people.
What?
My friend.
These guys?
Today we're doing a
Joy
tutorial.
just dips. He's like,
today
I'm
we're
out.
doing a tutorial on how to vlog because everybody brought a camera. Joy, you got your camera? Dave, we're starting your channel today.
I've been had a camera.
All right, guys, well, that concludes today's video. Tomorrow's is gonna be absolutely nuts. We're taking the 600LT, and I believe you're rude. That's it, it's done. This is the outro. I don't even need to go with you guys. In tomorrow's video, hopefully, we're gonna race head-to-head the 600LT against Alex Choi's 720S and take all those beautiful cars off-roading. See you next time.